This is a trade recap for the Euro Runner and ES Runner trading systems for July the 26th, 2012. With Draghi speaking this morning, the recommendation to all traders is to not trade before he speaks. It is then to assess the market's price reaction and see if there's an orderly movement in price. If so, to take trades 30 minutes after he speaks, as long as during that first 30 minutes the price action was orderly. This is orderly price action. It shoots up strongly. The indicators reference that there are more buyers and sellers. Obviously, you can see in price action there most certainly is. And the algorithms here tell you there's quite a lot more buyers and sellers. The pullback here is very brief, and then it continues to go up. I have my systems running in the background, so there's some audio alerts there. Hopefully they won't make too many more distractions. So at 6:45 in the morning here, when the 3 comes in, this was a valid scalp to take for any trader pre-market. That made 6 ticks. All these other scalps are intra-series scalps, which don't fit the rules. This one did. Then we have a twin trade taken here. Strong arrows against the prevailing move. This is a riskier trade to take because of the fact that you're going against the prevailing move. So a lot of traders don't take arrows going against the move as a twin formation. When they're a stronger color like this, the red, they make for a better trade than when they're a lighter color red twin. So dark color reds are better as a trade to take against as an opposite trade against the direction. Medium color twins are a little bit riskier to take. This one lost 6 ticks. 8, so 6 plus minus 6 is -6 for the morning. Now, some traders took this trade on maybe the open of the news. Obviously, it produced a very good trade. 16 points were made, but this is a trade that's got such a big chase compared to the entry. The chase price compared to the primary, the trigger price, is almost it's over 8 points. It's a big difference. So even though it looks great here for profit, this is a trade which very few traders would take. Only those that are very experienced would take this type of a trade at a news event. But to wait 30 minutes after the news and then reassess things, look for, again, orderly action and price movement is a good thing to do and can make for some very good trades when the algorithms tell you that it's time to take a trade. When the scalp popped in right here, you can tell that right when it popped up, by taking a trade quickly on that candle, look how prices surged upwards. It's because the algorithms told you that on the order flow side, there were many more buyers than sellers in this previous candle. And so pre-market was 0 ticks. Now going to the regular trading session, regular trading hours. At 9:30 when the market opened, things shot up and fell back down, which very typically during the first 15 minutes of the market open, it does that. That's why we don't take trades during the market open unless we see orderly price action. That is several candles in a row that are all bearish or all bullish. Our first trade short here was a cautionary trade. Entry here at 51.75, exit 6 ticks later. For those that had a runner, several people had a runner contract in here that was able to run down further. With the entry price here at 51.75, this runner was able to run down and make about another 2 points or so. There was a primary scalp here, and there was an exit here on the aqua triangle. Entry on the open of that scalp number, exit at the aqua triangle for -5 ticks. There was a sprint here, open here, it went down and made as much as 8 ticks. We're looking for 10. Otherwise, exit at the first aqua triangle, which was done right here. And then we go into lunchtime from 12 to 1. I don't take any trades for profit and loss. At 1:05, there was a scalp here. Entry here, 2 points up is exit here. We've been looking at taking a scalp off when there's one arrow against the trade, but sometimes this is a good thing to do, and too many times it prematurely closes the trade before it has the opportunity to really make money. Every market wiggles. So when you get into a trade here, everything goes up to an overbought condition and then comes down. Now this scalp here was actually, with the SSI value, was at 87. It was very marginal to take that trade right here. It was, in other words, it was almost overbought. The overbought values are are 88 and 12. So at 87, you're right there nearly at the overbought. I had said by mistake in a video yesterday the value was 87 on the overbought. It's actually 88. 88 and 12. 12 points off of zero here and 12 points away from 100 up here. So this is a trade that several traders did take and make some money off of. Others that thought they might be too overbought steered away from this, maybe taking half the position size. These scalps are all intra-series scalps. They're not to be taken when you have a first scalp in the market before you make money. This intra-series scalp here did not fit the rule. This one did. This made 2 points of profit. And this one did as well. And this one would have been entered here and exited at the aqua triangle for -3 ticks if somebody took that. So out of the trades that were the scalps which were valid to take, this one made 2 points. This one being valid with the 3 dots behind it. Don't have to be consecutive dots, just 3 dots from the last scalp number, from the last scalp. That one made 2 points. And then this one here ended up making lost 3 ticks. So in this case, when traders are looking to take scalps, some of them will take multiple scalps at the same time as long as they fit the rules. And if the trader, for the trader that did that today, they made 2 points on this one, they made 2 points on that one, and they lost 3 ticks on this one. Otherwise, for the rookie trader who takes only 1 scalp at a time, they made 8 ticks on this trade. This twin here, which was in the direction of the prevailing move, which is up, was entered, and after 4 bars, if you don't make profit, leave the trade. It was -2 ticks. This twin here was a twin against the prevailing direction. Remember, the direction here is long. We're in a long trade. This is a negative twin. It lost 6 ticks. That sprint right here, the value on the SSI, this arrow is actually above or at or above the extreme. It was a value, as you can see over there on the data window. It was a value of 88. That was not a sprint one should take. If somebody took that because it was just barely on the border, the rule for exit again is the aqua triangle. So the entry here and the exit here is a break-even trade. And then at the end of the day, we had a scalp. This scalp was a trade that personally I find to be a dangerous trade. I told the room that this is going to be a dangerous trade. For those that are very cautious, don't take this trade. It's a trade at the daily highs. The daily highs were 57. Within a couple of ticks of 57 will be sellers, and at 57 will be sellers. So when you take a scalp like this, the way to manage a scalp like that is to get into it at the open price, give or take a tick, and when you get up to 57, move your stop to break even, so that if there is a bounce, if there is a number of sellers that come in against your long position at this very psychological critical level right here, that you don't have anything to lose by moving your stop up to break even. So for traders who took this scalp at the end of the day, they made 8 ticks from here to there. Otherwise, a lot of the room passed in this trade. So the 8 ticks of profit here can be taken out of this, which would make this day a 1-point day as opposed to a 3-point day. Otherwise, so there were some traders who took this scalp at the end, and they told me they were willing to go up against the daily highs, and they made their 8 ticks. The room's profit today was actually a lot more than the 1 to 3 points, because a number of traders took the 30-minute trades, 30-minute system trades. This morning we had a twin formation right here, and on the open of the next candle right here, this trade made 5 points. We had a twin formation right here. On the open of this candle, this trade went as far as 3 points of profit, and then lunchtime came, and one trader took out 1 point, and the rule would have been that if the trade doesn't make profit in 2 candles, to get out of the trade. At lunchtime, I would have actually done exactly what the other trader did, which was to get out of this trade. I was not personally in this trade, but we are about to launch a managed account service based on twin formations when they meet certain rules. And this was a trade that several people in the room took, but when lunchtime came up, they asked me what to do, and I told them that at lunchtime the volume drops off substantially, and you probably won't get a follow-through on this trade, so it's better to take some profit off or at least move it up to break even and protect yourself. So this trade was at worst a break even for some, and at best it was a profit of a point or two. And then we had a scalp at the end of the day, which from the entry price here, the open was 53.50. And in this case, if you would have clicked on the open, you probably would have got a tick or two better because it dropped kind of fast. But the stop loss in these trades are 2.5 points. It went as much as 2 points against the open, not the 2.5. And the take profit is 5 points. So from 53.50 up to the highs up here, which was a high of 58.75. This trade made 5.25. The profit target is 5. Several traders who took this trade took note of the daily highs and got out right at the daily highs to make about 2 to 3 points of profit. So all today, there was a lot of additional profit made for traders on the 30-minute system, as opposed to just the 2 and 5 minute system, the 2-minute system during regular trading hours. So today was still for a choppy day where the market, as you can see from the market's open right here, went up and down 7 points. That's all they ever did. For a day that the market only moved 7 points during the regular trading hours, for traders to make anywhere from 1 to 3 on the low side to upwards, today some traders made 6 and 7 points, some even made more than that. It's a good day. So it was a good day today. Let's go to the to the euro. The euro had a pretty good afternoon, or pretty good morning. The news event was right here again. Wait 30 minutes after that. Some traders could have taken this 3. The scalp number here after the news event, but that's an intra-series scalp, and it does not technically meet the rule of an intra-series scalp. But if you're not in a trade to go long, you don't have any contracts, any position in the market, you can take the first valid scalp number that comes up. So some might have taken this, but I think most didn't. This was the valid scalp to take, the primary entry, the first scalp in a series, the first scalp along a white line. That made 15 pips. And then this one was an intra-series scalp that was valid. It had at least 3 dots behind it. That made 15 pips. This intra-series scalp was not valid. This scalp was valid, except it was a news scalp. It's related to news. It was right before news, that is. So you don't take a trade at 8:30 in the morning before news. So the 2 trades that were valid yielded 30 pips of profit. The euro runner has averaged 25 to 40 points for 3 months now with about an 85% success rate. And the ES runner has had a similar success rate, but the numbers for profit has dropped to some degree because of July. July has been a very, July is July. It is what it is. It's the month of July. So, so far today, for the profit so far, I have to put in today's profits. Pre-market was 0. Regular trading session was 1 to 3. We'll call it 2 points. That doesn't account for all the trades made on the 30-minute system, by the way. 30-minute system made, again, somewhere around 8 to 10 points of profit. So I'm only counting the 2-minute system. And then the euro made 30. And then for this day, 30-minute made about 9 points. And we're starting to keep track of the 30-minute profits. They're very big profits, and as a matter of fact, there's a managed account service I'm about to start. It's based on the 30-minute system. One of the trading techniques is called the twin trade, and to give you an idea, this is the twin study. Now these are based on trades that happen in a back-tested environment. I did not personally take these trades, but we're using eSignals data. It's 99% accurate, probably 99.5% accurate, the tick data. The algorithms, I cannot curve fit them or change the parameters, so these are actually the numbers that would be yielded in the last 7 months of trading on the twin trades. From July the 26th today, all the way through to May the 1st, which is the past 3 months, the twin trades have made 108 points of profit, and all the reds are the negatives. You can see there's far fewer reds than there are blacks. The success rate is about 73%. Going back from April the 30th to February the 6th, which I only had data up until February the 6th, we have a success of about 35 points with a similar success rate, about 70% success rate. So the profit per week has been, the last 3 months, about 12 points per week of profit. And before that, during the slowest time of the year, which is February and March, and then April, things pick up. The profit was still approximately, that's 3 months. It's probably about 3 points, 4 points a week. So the twin trade, which is one of 3 different trade techniques on the 30-minute system, have been very profitable. And outside of that, for the 30-minute system, we have the scalp trades, which today made 5 points right there. And also a scalp trade could have been taken on the first scalp number right here after news, which was right there. That trade also made 5 points, the first scalp number, which is at 4 right there if you can see that. That trade also made 5 points. So both scalps today, the first scalp numbers in series, both made 5 points. The twin trade here made 5 points. And the twin trade here was either a positive one or a break even. So the scalps also add quite a lot of additional profit. And then the primary entry is the third trade technique, and that wasn't taken because it was a news event itself right there, and the chase price was too big. So for those looking for a managed account with consistently good profitability, I would strongly encourage you to give me a call or an email to discuss this more. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you'll come in the room and be a trial member. You can contact me at info@es-runner.com, info@esrunner.com.